The Samsung CU7000 and AU7000 are turning up the heat in the budget 4K TV showdown. These bad boys are packed with cool smart features and crystal clear picture quality that'll make your jaw drop. But hold up. With so much awesome stuff going on, deciding between these two can be tough. That's why in today's video, we're going to compare them in terms of their design, smart platforms, gaming capabilities, and picture performances. So, does the CU7000 have what it takes to steal the spotlight from its AU7000 buddy? Let's find out. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting with the displays themselves, the CU7000 rocks a VA panel, and the AU7000 goes for a PSVA panel vibe. Now, VA panels are the kings of contrast ratios, giving you those deep, rich blacks. On the flip side, PSVA panels score big on wider viewing angles. That being said, if you're into movies with those moody scenes or dark vibes, both of these TVs deliver the goods with sweet shadow details. But here's where they start doing their own thing. The CU7000 cranks up the brightness a bit more in real-world tests. That means it's throwing out colors that really pop, and scenes with explosions or crazy bright stuff have expanded range from deep black to crisp white. It's like, whoa, that's vibrant. On the other hand, the AU7000 doesn't shy away either, holding its own at its price point. It might not hit the same peak brightness as the CU7000, but it's still making waves. So depending on what you're after, both have their cool perks in the screen game. In terms of resolution, both are native 4K panels with over 8 million pixels for ultra-sharp clarity and immersive depth. The improved Crystal Processor 4K in both lineups also helps improve HD content from older shows and streaming sites. Images look clean and smooth, though fast action can expose some pixelation in really complex sequences with lots of particle effects. Still, moving shots stay crisp thanks to their consistent 60Hz refresh rate in the smaller models. High dynamic range is well supported too, with HDR10 and HDR10 Plus formats on both models for expanded color and contrast. Top streaming apps like Disney Plus or HBO Max will automatically switch over, so you can enjoy the expanded range and brightness in hits like The Mandalorian. Movies really come alive with bolder color and details that stand out better against shadows. Overall, while the CU7000 wins out with respect to brightness and textures, more casual streamers and movie watchers should still be very pleased with the AU7000 performance per dollar. Moving on to smart platforms and features, both TVs run the excellent Tizen platform found on higher-end Samsung sets. This gives you quick access to top streaming video services like Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, and many more. Support for both Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa is built in as well for handy voice control. You can connect the TVs into the Samsung SmartThings environment too. This lets you control smart home devices, get status updates, and even automate routines. Hue lights could flash red when your sports team scores, for example. Pretty neat way to tie the living room into the modern smart home. Another plus is built-in screen mirroring through Apple AirPlay 2. This makes it a breeze to cast movies, shows, music, photos, and websites directly from your compatible phone. Between the Tizen platform itself and integration with smart assistants, these TVs keep you connected without needing extra devices. Both provide a polished, close to premium feeling experience. But stunning 4K video is only part of the equation. A TV needs solid audio too for truly immersive entertainment. Let's see how the speakers compare between these two models. On the audio front, the two TVs are again very similar. You get basic 20-watt stereo speakers on both and 2 audio channels. These provide perfectly decent sound quality for regular TV shows, news, and YouTube clips. And let's not forget about the Dolby Digital Plus surround sound. Voices sound relatively clear and music has nice presence across mids and highs. But as soon as an explosion happens, you realize the limitations. Large action set pieces sound rather flat and lifeless, especially at higher volumes. Intense sequences lack real oomph or rumble, with little bass response bringing up the rear. Ultimately, they leave you wanting a more powerful, room-filling audio experience. Thankfully, you can always connect them to a soundbar or discrete speakers through the HDMI ARC port or optical output. I suggest considering these routes if blockbuster movies and immersive games matter to you. But the internal speakers handle simpler viewing well enough. In terms of physical design and aesthetics, both TVs should blend easily into most room decors. They have slim bezels framing the display with just a hint of metallic trim along the bottom. Rear panels keep things minimal too, with a basic matte black plastic housing. They aren't as posh looking as something like the Frame series, but for the cost, they still achieve a simple, refined style. The AU7000 does scale down dimensions a bit over the CU7000, especially once you hit the larger panels. So if you want wow factor from thin panels, the AU7000 series takes up slightly less space. Most buyers will likely wall mount them anyway, allowing for a nice floating framed appearance. Around back, you get 3 HDMI inputs on both lineups. Just note the only HDMI ARC port supports eARC pass-through for high-resolution audio to soundbars. There's an optical digital audio output as well as a single USB port for media playback from storage drives. Both also include built-in Ethernet ports and integrated Wi-Fi radios supporting 802.11 AC standards. So all key connectivity needs are covered. Considering their wallet-friendly prices, both the CU7000 and AU7000 series deliver solid gaming experiences. Input lag measures less than 12 milliseconds on the CU7000 models, while the AU7000 hits closer to 15 milliseconds. Either way, gameplay feels snappy and responsive across most genres outside of the most intense competitive esports titles. You'll enjoy features like auto-low latency mode, which automatically adjusts settings for smoother gameplay when it detects a game signal. Variable refresh rate is unfortunately missing though, so fast-paced titles can expose some screen tearing or stutter during frantic movements. Still, contrast and colors remain bold, while Samsung's processing keeps clarity and textures looking sharp. Since both max out at 60Hz refresh rates in the smaller models, you won't reach the smoothest potential speeds. But the CU7000 does utilize black frame insertion to help make images appear crisper. So while hitting limits of performance, casual to mainstream gamers should have lots of fun gaming on these models without breaking the bank. Overall, the CU7000 is the better choice for gaming thanks to its lower input lag, black frame insertion, and auto-low latency mode support in all its models. The AU7000 43-inch doesn't support ALLM. That said, it handles casual gaming well. Lastly, let's compare the all-important pricing and overall value offered by the CU7000 versus the AU7000 lineups. This should help you gauge whether any differences we covered warrant paying more or perhaps where you can score big savings. The entry-level AU7000 models start at relatively affordable pricing compared to the step-up CU7000 series. Much of the higher rate goes towards the improved display brightness we discussed earlier. However, for many buyers considering streaming habits or relatively brighter room conditions, the AU7000 will likely suffice. You simply can't beat the approachable pricing while still getting core performance like 4K resolution, solid smart features, and decent gaming handling. Now, savvier shoppers who care about every ounce of HDR vibrance or think they'll game regularly may wish to spend a little more towards the CU7000 advantages. But families or casual viewers just wanting a solid smart TV will feel comfortable pocketing the savings from the AU7000 models. Big screen 4K viewing doesn't have to devastate your wallet. So, when all is said and done, should you choose the CU7000 or AU7000 series? Here are some key factors to consider. Viewing environment. Those with brighter living rooms or daytime glare will benefit from the CU7000's higher peak brightness for fighting washout. Darker home theater spaces can get by fine with the AU7000's contrast. Gaming frequency. Both are decent for gaming, but fast-paced competitive titles will look and play best on the CU7000 models. More cinematic games play great on both. Content habits. Movie buffs and streaming fans may appreciate the pop in HDR effects from the CU7000's displays. For cable news and regular TV, save money with the AU7000. If your living room or budget demand it, the AU7000 delivers solid 4K streaming and connectivity at outstanding prices. But experienced viewers wanting the best Samsung brightness and gaming can justify bumping up to the CU7000 series. Hopefully breaking things down this way has helped highlight which model resonates most. Please hit that like button if you found my overview useful. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. While you're at it, let me know which one you'd pick down below. Be sure to subscribe to catch our next TV matchups as well. Thanks for watching and enjoy your new Samsung set.